How the Syrian regime executes thousands of captives. A human rights watchdog says 13,000 people were secretly tortured and executed by the Syrian government at a military jail near Damascus between 2011 and 2015. According to Amnesty International, blindfolded prisoners were brought after midnight to the White Building of the Saydnaya prison, where they would be hanged in 2 execution rooms located in the basement. Prisoners queued at a desk in the first execution room, where fingerprints and last wishes were documented. Then they lined up at the steps to a platform until spaces became available. The second execution room is adjacent to the first execution room. There are 3 cells opposite the execution rooms. The second execution room has 20 nooses. Prisoners were pushed from behind so they would move forward and down the platform. Amnesty conducted first-hand interviews with 84 witnesses, including prison guards, officials, detainees, judges, and lawyers. The human rights watchdog said there are strong reasons to believe that the slaughter at Syednaya prison continues today. Here are more stories on the Syrian civil war.
Helicopters barrel bomb Syrian rebels in Darya. Syrian government helicopters were filmed Monday barrel bombing rebels in Darya in western Ghouta. Activists caught the entire thing on camera. The local council of Darya said at least 1 person was killed and several injured as a result of the bombing. Barrel bombing is widespread in Syria, though in recent weeks usage of the munitions has been frequently reported by local activists in the area. The bloody Syrian civil war has been ongoing since 2011 and has claimed the lives of some 220,000 people, according to UN estimates. Currently, there's no end in sight. Russian attack helicopters spotted at a Syrian airbase. US officials have told Reuters that a number of Russian aircraft have been spotted in Syria as part of Russia's continued military buildup at an airbase on Syria's western coast. US officials said 2 Russian Mi-24 Hind helicopters and 2 Mi-17 Hip helicopters were spotted on the tarmac at an airbase in Syria's Latakia province. Officials also say that AN-124 Condors transporting cargo continue to fly into Syria from Russia twice a day. Russia sent 7 T-90 battle tanks to the airbase earlier this week and continues to build housing units at the airbase for around 1,500 troops. A Russian cargo ship docked in nearby Tartus has also reportedly brought around 15 artillery pieces and 35 armoured personnel carriers into Syria. US Secretary of State John Kerry has asked his Russian counterpart to clarify the intent behind the military buildup and warned that Russia's continued support for Syrian President Bashar al-Assad risks extending the current bloody conflict.
Barrel bomb in Syria kills at least 28 people. Dozens of civilians have been killed after a catastrophic barrel bomb strike in northern Syria. In Syria's largest metropolitan city of Aleppo, reports on Tuesday indicate a government helicopter released a barrel bomb over a bus depot, killing at least 28 civilians and wounding at least 30 more. Barrel bombs are believed to typically be filled with twisted shards of metal shrapnel. When detonated, the metal explodes in every direction, resulting in horrific damage to the immediate area. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights group says children were among the civilians massacred at the bus shelter. Amnesty International claims that barrel bomb strikes in Aleppo have killed more than 3,000 Syrian civilians since 2012. In its 5th year, the death toll of the Syrian civil war continues to rise and is now estimated at more than 220,000 people. At least 1 million have reportedly been injured during the conflict.